3 months ago, I tore my ACL when I was practicing judo. I was going for a throw and my left leg collapsed on me. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for over a year now, and I was actually training with the national team of the jiu-jitsu fighting system. The coach saw a lot of potential in me. After 60 days of just starting jiu-jitsu, I was able to win my first competition. I was able to win gold, and I had quite great promise in making the national team, but the ACL happened, and honestly, I thought my sports days were over. I was kind of ready to just be like a marathon runner or a swimmer, like a what do you call that? Like the triathlon athlete. Like the 40-year-old people who have existential crises and they're using high rocks and CrossFit to cope with life. No offense to those people. I think you're great. It's just I'm into my 20s anyway. But yeah, I thought my athletic days were over, but recently I was able to set a bunch of PRs. I got 90 kilograms on my bench press, 65 kilograms on my military press. In my pull up, I was able to lift 32.5 kilograms along with my 80 kilograms of body weight. I did 150 kilograms in deadlift and 220 kilograms in the hip thrust. So I guess it's not too over. I think I still have some potential. I am young after all. But in this video, I wanted to share with you how I'm able to cope with this whole ACL situation and how I'm aiming to be better after this. So the first things first is, am I gonna undergo surgery or not? That's a big question, right? When you tear your ACL fully, big question is if you're gonna do surgery, because you actually don't have to. Some people live without ACLs. There's a NBA player who had no ACL in both knees, and he played basketball his whole career. He's fine, but it's a lot of risk for the other ligaments in your knees to get torn. A lot of risk for arthritis. Your meniscus might get damaged. All that stuff. There's a lot of consequences of not taking that. Although there is also risk of taking the surgery itself. I've researched quite a lot. I've also seen that there is potential for you to heal the ACL without undergoing surgery. There's a bunch of exercises. I've been researching knees over toes guy. If you guys have problems with knees or like legs, basically, knees over toes guy, freaking expert. Can't recommend him enough. Search him on YouTube. He's fucking great. Anyway, I decided, right now I decided to do surgery. I've scheduled it. I haven't really done it because I have an internship in my college and I want to finish that first. So I'm going to do it probably on August. Although I am still going to talk to my doctor and ask him if I still need it, because I've done tests, I've done hop tests, I've done like jumping stuff. I've done a lot of athletic stuff and it hasn't been really painful. So that will remain to be seen. I'll update you on that. But in the meantime, what I'm trying to do is, the hardest thing that happened to me during, like when I tore my ACL, the first day I couldn't walk because I couldn't put weight on my left leg. And I was broken down and I wanted to cry. Well, I did cry because I thought I was never going to walk again. I felt like I was a cripple, And it's tough when you're an athletic dude used to like doing cool stuff. Like in jiu-jitsu, you're doing like, cartwheels and rolls and all that cool gymnastic stuff. And then suddenly you can't even freaking walk, right? It's really sad, man. And I had to go through that. It's actually a really valuable experience for me because now, whenever I'm sad at night or like in the morning and I don't want to do anything, I close my eyes and I remember that day when I couldn't walk, right? And it just gives me energy to do something because then I'd be grateful. Actually, now I can breathe, like I can walk, I can do stuff right now. So I'm actually grateful that I'm able to go to the gym now because there was a moment in my life where I couldn't even fucking stand up. That's crazy. But it's also inspiring. And I use that as an inspiration now for whenever I don't want to go to the gym or I don't want to follow the rules, like my diet, I don't want to sleep early, all that stuff. I just remember the time when I was at my lowest, I couldn't even walk. One source of inspiration for me. And another thing that has got me locked in is actually because of the injury, I've been more aware of my physical health. I've been sleeping early. I've been waking at 5 a.m., man. For the longest time, I've struggled to wake up at 5 a.m. or like in the morning because I did night shift and my body clock really got screwed over by that whole change. And for like 3 years, I was just jacked up. I didn't have a proper sleeping schedule. Now I naturally wake up at 5, which makes me naturally tired by 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. And I'd be 12 a.m. Sleeping at 12 a.m. is rare for me. If it's only when I really want to have fun with my friends or people who are special to me. But like sleep has been very valuable to me. I've learned techniques on how to relax, breathing techniques. NSDR has been really helpful. If you guys are struggling with sleep, search up NSDR by Andrew Huberman. He introduced that to me. Andrew Huberman in general, he's a neuroscientist, one of the leading neuroscientists in the world. He has a free podcast for everyone to watch. And you can learn a bunch of like biohacking type stuff. And his technique on NSDR, breathing techniques and body scanning techniques, has really helped me learn how to relax so I can sleep. And like when I hit the bed, I do the exercise, 10 minutes, I'm gone. I've drifted past sleep and I just wake up naturally at 5 a.m. I've also been very aware of my diet. At least 150 grams of protein. I actually aim to get more. Sometimes I even aim to get more protein. I don't know if like I didn't really study this too much, but sometimes I sacrifice the calories, the fats, and the carbs at times to get as much protein as I can. Although carbs is also my best friend. Before I work out, I try to get in like a tablespoon of honey and oats. I've added protein powder now, and it's helped. It's helped me with energy because really what you need when you're gonna work out isn't really like fat. It makes you feel heavy, and I like protein isn't really needed because you're still not building stuff. You're still breaking stuff. So really, carbs is what's gonna allow your muscles to contract very well because that's energy, ATP, all that stuff, and carbs is good for that. God damn, it's raining hard, isn't it? I hope it doesn't go crazy on me. Anyway, Philippines weather, am I right? So that's helped me. Diet, a couple of supplements. I used to take collagen, but it's just become so because collagen's an important protein for your ligaments and stuff, right? So I was thinking like it could help in ACL, but it's just become like I can't commit to supplements, man. I'm not that I don't know. I just can't commit to taking too many stuff. But there are a couple of things that there's thunder. There are a couple of things that I always take. Creatine, 5 grams every day. I've been taking that for years now. So long, years. And you don't really feel the difference, I guess. But apparently it's good for your brain. It's good for your muscles. It's good for your general health. So I've been taking creatine a long time now. Protein powder is very helpful to hit your protein goals, like for low budget, right? Just don't overdo it. I would suggest 1 to 2 scoops per day. If you over rely on it, it's not gonna give you all the essential amino acids. There's still some amino acids that is useful from chicken, from actual beef, from milk, from fish. So there's like a bunch of nutrients as well, not just amino acids. So don't just like drink protein powder and you think you're good with your protein. Drink a bunch of protein powders and you're like, oh, 150 grams. No, man. You're like, it's going to be bad for you. It's also not really good for digestion. But yeah, protein powder, omega-3 oil stuff, like fish oil, good for inflammation, good for your brain, good for like overall for heart health, all that stuff. And caffeine, very important for me. I limit myself to like 3 cups of coffee per day, but sometimes I go over that, to be honest. Although I like what I try to do is every week there is one day where I don't drink coffee at all. I go away from protein, not protein, caffeine. I go away from caffeine, and it's like a rest day for me. Normally it's Sunday. I go out the pool. I'm gonna show you, maybe, hopefully you can see the pool. Wait, you can't see it. There's a pool right there. That's the pool I swim in. So I go in the pool. I sunbathe. Obviously, I can't sunbathe right now. It's raining as hell. But later, I'm pretty sure the rain's gonna stop because you can already see that area. Oh man, there. You see it? It's quite sunny there. So the rain's gonna go there because the wind is blowing that way, and yeah, the rain's gonna go there. It's gonna be sunny back here. Probably gonna go up there, sunbathe, swim, get a tan, be tall, dark, and handsome. Am I right? Yeah, boy. Anyway, sunlight. Another good thing. Sunlight regulates your stuff, regulates your circadian rhythm, gives you energy. Oh, vitamin D, good for your bones, good for your muscles, good for your tendons. Yeah, I've just been living like a health nut, honestly. I've been quite a health nut for the past months. I'm just focused on being as healthy as possible and, of course, running the business, finishing college. I'm about to finish 2 semesters left and my internship, and quite excited for that. But yeah, that's like my health stuff going on. What's the goal moving forward? Well, I want to be my PT told me like I'm quite strong. I have the body of a power lifter because I have a long torso, short limbs, which allows you to move weight easily. Because there's no, when you have long limbs, you have to move like the weight a long time, a long distance. But when you have short limbs like me, you can move it like quite fast. So it allows you to have like more power, stuff like that. And because you have a big torso, well, the big muscles are big. Yeah. So I might actually take his advice and move into powerlifting, depending on, well, actually, I might like just not depend. After my surgery, if I still need it, I will go to powerlifting, but I will still continue doing jiu-jitsu because I love it. Just as a hobby, though. Now it's just something that I'm gonna do for fun. I'm not gonna be so obsessed about it. I'm gonna learn the moves. I'm gonna see it as an art, you know, not no longer something like a competition. Because really, I was so obsessed, dude. I was like freaking training every day, dude. I was borderline unhealthy, which is probably why I tore my ACL. But I'm just gonna enjoy the next few years, man. We have a short life, and yeah, that's a little bit of update. That's also the resources that I use, and that's that video. Guys, have a great day. See, rain's almost stopping. Gonna head to the pool and swim and get some sun. Have a good time, and then hopefully later I have steak because I love steak. You have a great day. Goodbye.